but have everlasting life. That is good news. That's beautiful news. That's good news. See, we're not here to judge anybody. I'm not perfect.
That's exactly
I've
what you're
sinned.
doing.
Where did I judge you?
You are pissing off everybody. You are getting in the
Tell
way
me
of
where I
everybody.
judged you.
You are having a demonstration illegally at Jim Beaver Plaza. You cannot be doing
This is
that.
not illegal. You need
It's
to
illegal to have a speaker
inform
out
yourself
at the
about the
plaza.
law. I'm sorry.
I am fully aware of the law. You are not. You need a permit for that speaker to be on. Do not get close to me.
Here.
At all.
Can you take one of these?
I'm not going to take anything.
That's fine. You have the free right to do what you want. You don't have to take this.
Yes, I have the freedom to exist in peace. That is a Canadian law. You are disrupting the peace by having a loudspeaker.
I just ask that you get the light out of my face. It's not very
If you have a problem
loving.
with the light, you can go inside with your speaker.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Why don't you keep walking? It's a sidewalk.
Huh?
Why don't you
This
keep
is an
walking?
open
It's a
mic. You can
sidewalk.
talk. Do you want to represent? Okay. So I couldn't hear you. There's too much going on.
Yeah, because you keep talking.
I'm listening to you right now.
All these people are out of jail because the system doesn't care. But I turned away from all of this stuff on my own with nobody ever telling me so. And not from religion or the church. It's not about that. It's about, you know, everybody has a common spirit within us of good, right? And that's what I call God. It's not about, you know, some man watching over you.
But I would so much rather hear you say that, you know, through microphone. Like what you're saying to me right now means so much more than whatever he was yelling.
Why? Why does it?
You're sick, aren't you? Literally just, there's people who don't want to be yelled at for whatever reason.
But nobody's yelling at them. I also don't want to hear a lot of these bad singers on ground, but I would never ever walk up to them and say, turn off your stuff. You're being distracted. Like never.
Me neither, but they're not telling people they're going to hell.
You know, they're rapping or singing songs saying, fuck this pussy, get money. Right?
Which is hell.
So what's the difference? Right? Honestly, if we look at it,
If that's a serious
I don't think
question,
you have an issue. I think this society has programmed a lot of us to see this as like this weird rule book when honestly
No,
we
I
need
see it as
this
so
help.
hateful, but just because of how it's being delivered, not because of the message. It's just personally, I hear someone
But we're taught that way.
yelling that you're going to hell.
Did I ever say
heard
that?
You didn't
When did I
you're
say
going
that?
to hell.
Because
But it's
that's
on
bearing a
video.
false
It's
witness.
on video.
I know because not only did I say it, I recorded it.
What he said
I didn't
was,
say that.
you can
So you're a
either
liar
go-
to just to
There's
compact
two
the issue.
places, heaven and hell. He said never that you go into hell. He said, I understand your sexuality. I understand. He literally, with a microphone, admitted that he had an addiction with sex. How vulnerable is that to do? Most of these people would never admit what they do, right? To do that first and then come in with advice what helped him out of it, that is what we need. He's saying, how many young men are walking through here? Maybe I know so many men who have an addiction with prostitutes. That's literally all that I've ever worked with in the street. How many young
Put
men
him on
can
the
hear
mic.
this?
Yeah, amen. Yeah, you're right.
Go
Wow,
and speak your truth.
that's
But that's
amazing.
what this is
She's
for,
bringing
right?
tears to my
It
eyes
just
right
feels
now.
so much more authentic
I
when
understand.
it's spoken
Right. That's
at
why
this level.
exactly.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
understand you 100%,
That's
and
all
that's
I'm
why I
saying.
wish everybody could talk about this, so everyone could say it in their own way, because everyone would have an addition to it, right? So
I just seriously listening to people and talking to
Absolutely,
people
it's very good.
is, I'm pretty sure, what Jesus
It's about.
intended. Like I'm pretty sure that was his method at least.
One-on-ones,
it was
or
to
did you talk
help.
to the masses?
yes.
This is a mass. This is a group. There could be more people. They could be listening.
exactly.
Like this would be a more constructive way.
That would be.
But back in the day-
If Jesus said do it that way, I would do it that way. But he doesn't tell us to do it that way. The Bible
also-
teaches us that when you the Bible teaches us like we're like fishermen. So he's like cast a wide net and pull the net in. And some people are gonna fall off the net, but he said we have to cast a wide net.
Because
And the
the
only way to
hope
do that
for that one
nowadays is
person
with an
to
amplified
change,
sound.
right?
Okay. You don't want to change me, and I don't want to change you.
No.
But if we're having
do.
this open conversation, which is what you invited by standing on the street,
Correct.
Of course.
I feel like I had an entitlement to come and say my piece,
of course.
which is not that you're bad people or you're
No,
doing
no,
bad
no.
things. Is that just the sheer volume
But
is
it's
very off-putting.
But it's
And
looked
that's
at different
it. That's
only
it.
when it's talked about God.
That's fair enough.
But I
That was a
understand.
great way to put it.
Yeah,
We
I
do engage in conversation, especially if you come out there. That's a beautiful way to put it. And you have a right to voice your
Absolutely.
opinion.
Anything.
Just
But
like
freedom
The
is
yeah.
thing you said to me when I said that was to get out of here. So I'm
Actually, that's the third thing I said. That's the third thing I said.
Okay, that's the third thing
Yeah,
you said.
but I did say that. Yeah.
But all
And
day
people come up to
have
you. I
been-
saw that man who was
yeah,
pissed off,
screaming,
right?
Yeah.
telling us to, like this, not us, but him.
Yeah. So some people are pissed off. Get out of here. Like you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you're gonna come with
I
angry
wasn't
energy,
pissed off.
I know, but
it's just like
it's
you know what I mean?
just, yeah.
I'm talking about him. I wasn't talking about you.
Okay.
He was like he
Do
was
your
about to beat up some
best.
old guy
Do
right
your
there.
best to
We do our
highlight
best
people's
every day.
To just really.
Is this a highlight of your day? I bet you talk. I bet you talk about this later on. There was some
Oh,
preacher
yeah.
down there. There was a lady that shared her story with her. See, we did highlight your day,
And I'm
and you highlighted mine
and
too.
I'm 17.
Because now I'm gonna be like, you know what? Maybe I should take it easy.
And I got off. I'm 3 months sober off fentanyl, crystal meth, all
You're 17.
yeah, from God. In my opinion.
I'm ecstatic that there is love in the world. Please do your best in this space, which is such a loving, accepting space, to not put it with hate.
Amen.
So do your best, please.
That's what
Like
we're
I
trying.
am praying to you. I'm not even praying to God. Please put love in people's lives, and even mentioning hell or even putting yourself above sinners.
Nobody is doing that.
I haven't done that.
This whole speech was about how he was in sin, so deep in sin, more than like some of these people might have been less in sin than he. Than he was, but that's not his point. His point is that if you want to change your lifestyle, there is a mental state that can lead you there, and it's the mental state of serving something.
Greater than yourself.
Yeah, and not serving money or it's not. It's just to show people because.
Yeah. So I apologize that I just assumed where your heart was, but now that I've spoken to you, you came.
Yeah, I
so
understand.
please forgive me. My name is Doré, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, nice to
Amelia.
meet you.
Blanca.
Blanca, nice name.
Blanca Noam.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful name.
Where are you from?
Jewish name.
Oh, really? I see.
Yeah.
Lakayo.
Jewish, it's the same script. I read the Old Testament as I do the New Testament, and I worship that. That's what. This
So wait,
is
so then why don't believe in your you believe in your Messiah then? Jesus? No.
to believe in God.
How come?
I just had a whole 10-minute conversation
Oh, so, okay.
with the guys
All
across
right.
the top.
I'll ask him later. I'll get the highlights from him.
I think the consensus is that no one's here to try to change each other's minds, but try to make
I
people's
think
lives
so.
better.
Amen.
So don't go with assumptions. I didn't want to assume when I
Same
came
with
over here.
Same with everyone else.
Yeah, I know. It's don't yell at people.
Amen. I agree with
It
you.
makes them sad. Just,
Okay.
just makes
I mean, it
them
made me
Okay.
fucking happy, right?
Okay.
It's everyone's different, right? If you got it,
God bless you. God bless you. Live out
What
here
would it
now. Though. It's
profit a
beautiful.
man if he gained the whole world but lost his soul? All these things you chase after in life, this money, this vanity, this relationships, what would it matter if you died and you stand before God and he said, "Depart from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you." All this life is vanity. These things we chase after for, the things we put our hope in, the things we put our identity in. See, before I was a